figures in women's sports is trying to bring women's soccer to the Queen City. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark is reportedly joining FC Cincinnati's bid for...
Forget everything you've seen on the basketball court, because Caitlin Clark's most shocking move of the year didn't happen under arena lights. It happened quietly, behind closed doors, involving a billionaire partner and a plan to break into an entirely different sport. The WNBA's newest sensation just became a co-owner in a bid for a professional soccer franchise. But don't mistake this for a celebrity vanity project. This is a calculated power play, a strategic alliance with one of the most influential business leaders in the world. This is the untold story of how Caitlin Clark is transforming from athlete to architect, from star player to emerging mogul. And her ambitions are far bolder than anyone imagined. Picture the ripple that tore through the sports world. A rookie barely out of college, already carrying the weight of massive expectations in the WNBA, suddenly making a move that expands her influence into a second sport. Not just competing, owning. When the news broke that Clark was lending her growing star power to a bid for a new NWSL team in Cincinnati, many thought it was symbolic, maybe even spontaneous. A feel-good partnership, a hometown nod, a headline booster. Those people missed the point entirely. This wasn't a PR stunt. This wasn't a casual endorsement. This was a chess move. A meticulously calculated step by an athlete whose business instincts are proving just as lethal as her range on the court. It was a quiet but thunderous declaration. Caitlin Clark isn't here just to play the game. She's here to own it. Literally. This announcement marks the beginning of something bigger. The Clark effect is no longer confined to basketball. It's accelerating into new territory, a realm where icons aren't defined only by points scored, but by empires built. Clark is stepping into that realm now, and the sports world is about to feel the aftershocks.
Be a part of the National Women's Soccer League. Our partners at the Cincinnati Enquirer spoke with FC Cincinnati team officials who confirmed that Caitlin Clark is in fact joining as a member of the bidding.
But Clark isn't making this bold move alone, and she's not doing it purely on her rising earnings, either. What many headlines barely acknowledged is the powerful force standing behind the Cincinnati bid, billionaire business leader Meg Whitman. Yes, that Meg Whitman. The former CEO of eBay and Hewlett-Packard, a woman whose reputation for strategic vision and corporate precision is known worldwide. Whitman, alongside her husband, brings serious capital and decades of high-level business expertise to the table. Her involvement transforms this bid from an exciting opportunity into a heavyweight operation, one backed by real resources, real strategy, and real influence.
Cincinnati issued a statement confirming that Clark is a part of the plan. Leaders say her passion for soccer and commitment to elevating women's...
This isn't just a wealthy investor stepping in. This is a Silicon Valley icon, a corporate architect who helped build major tech empires, now turning her focus toward professional sports. The scale of this alliance is stunning. Pairing Clark's generational star power with Whitman's resources, her proven ability to scale massive ventures, and her deep understanding of market strategy transforms Cincinnati's bid from an ambitious idea into a near unshakable force. This overlooked detail changes everything. It's not just a rookie athlete and a local group asking for a franchise. It's a cultural phenomenon joining forces with a heavy weight of industry in a calculated push for NWSL expansion. This is where the real intrigue begins. Clark's involvement looks less like a passion project and more like a masterclass in building strategic partnerships, a sign of a long-term vision that stretches far beyond athletic milestones. Cincinnati has confirmed Clark is part of the plan, citing her passion for soccer and her commitment to elevating women's sports. To casual observers, Clark's sudden move into soccer ownership may have seemed random. Why soccer? Isn't she the basketball phenom, the record breaker, the floor general? On the surface, the move could look like celebrity diversification or a side curiosity. But those who know her story understand this wasn't impulsive at all. Look back at her early years and a forgotten truth emerges. Long before she became a basketball sensation, Caitlin Clark was an elite soccer player. As a kid, she excelled across multiple sports, attacking the pitch with the same intensity IQ, and competitive fire that would later define her dominance on the hardwood.
FC Cincinnati provided a statement, there it is, saying in part, quote, "The NWSL Cincinnati bid team is thrilled that Caitlin Clark has joined our ownership group."
Former youth coaches still recall her intensity on the pitch, her attacking style, sharp field awareness, and unshakable drive to win. The same qualities fans now see on the basketball court were already there years earlier. She wasn't passing time between seasons. She was fully invested. Known for her powerful shots, natural instincts, and advanced footwork, Clark was every bit as fierce in soccer as she was in basketball. With that context, this ownership move becomes far more than a simple investment. It's a return to a sport that helped shape her competitive identity. A childhood passion reignited this venture into a deeply personal mission rooted in love for the game itself. Through opportunity and vision, it brings a layer of authenticity that elevates the entire bid. Clark isn't just buying into a team. She's reconnecting with a foundational part of her athletic story. It reinforces the idea that her competitive fire has always stretched beyond one sport, turning
A women's professional soccer team to our city. Her passion for the sport, commitment to elevating women's sports in and around greater Cincinnati region.
So why Cincinnati? Out of all the cities vying for an NWSL expansion slot, why did Clark and her powerhouse partners lock in on this one? At first glance, it might seem like an unexpected pick, but strategically, it's a masterstroke. Clark has built her public identity around her Midwestern roots, the Iowa standout who rose to global prominence while staying grounded and authentic. By choosing Cincinnati, she isn't just making an investment. She's reinforcing that image while broadening its reach. It's a cultural fit, a continuation of the narrative that shaped her rise. Geography plays a major role, too. Cincinnati sits close to her Indiana base, creating an opportunity for real, hands-on involvement rather than distant ownership from afar. The proximity allows Clark to be present, visible, and genuinely connected to the community she's helping build. This move isn't random. It's calculated, cohesive, and perfectly aligned with the identity she's spent years crafting.
Influence as an athlete and role model for women and girls around the world make her a vital part of our compelling bid to become the 16th team in the NW.
Cincinnati isn't just a dot on the map. It's a city already throbbing with soccer passion. This is a market that gets the sport on a cultural level. FC Cincinnati isn't merely successful, it's a phenomenon. Every week, fans flood the stadium, creating an atmosphere that rivals top soccer hubs around the world. And that matters. Caitlin Clark isn't stepping into a cold market that needs to be educated or convinced. She's plugging directly into a ready-made, high-voltage fan culture. A women's professional team here wouldn't need years to grow. It would take off immediately. That's why this move feels less like a risk and more like a calculated takeover of the Midwest sports landscape. Clark is aligning herself with a city that mirrors her identity, loyalty, grit, authenticity, and community pride. She's not just investing, she's anchoring her legacy. Cincinnati strengthens her brand as more than an athlete. It positions her as a hometown hero building something enduring, something that connects directly to her story. And the timing couldn't be more compelling. For the past year, the sports world has been obsessed with the electric rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Their battles on the court shattered records, fueled endless debates, and dominated social media. But now, that rivalry has evolved into something far bigger. Just weeks before Clark's Cincinnati bid began making headlines, Angel Reese made her own power play, purchasing an ownership stake in the Washington Spirit. Suddenly, the competition isn't just points and highlights. It's business, it's influence, it's empire building. While Clark and Reese continue to clash in the WNBA, they're now competing as owners in the NWSL, an unprecedented twist in one of the most watched rivalries in sports. Imagine the headlines when their franchises meet, or when their ownership groups battle for sponsors, investors, or national attention. But nothing is guaranteed. Landing an NWSL franchise is brutally competitive. Cities like Cleveland, Denver, and Philadelphia are pushing aggressive bids backed by deep-pocketed investors and massive markets eager to capitalize on the meteoric rise of women's sports. This is high-stakes chess, billion-dollar vision, civic pride, and the future of the league on the line. Yet Cincinnati holds one advantage no other contender can match: the Clark effect. Her global reach, her unmatched media pull, her social following, and her proven ability to move ratings could be the needle mover no city can replicate. In the end, this isn't just an ownership move. It's Clark transforming cultural power into legacy, signaling that her most meaningful contributions to sports might not come from the three-point line, but from the empire she's building around the game itself. Heat, pressure, all eyes on what happens next.